The Braves have set off some fireworks because they are once again at the top of our MLB power rankings. Let's take a look at where everybody stacks up. The Diamondbacks taking the biggest tumble there, and I feel like we were being a pretty honest with that one, right, Jesse?
Did I really not have the Reds in the top 10 last week, and now they're fifth? I didn't really fully know that I was doing that, but hey, the Reds have been playing extremely well lately, and that kind of feels fitting. They're 49-39, I believe, after today. Just continue to absolutely run over every single team they play.
Have you ever seen a player like Elly De La Cruz spark his team the way he has? I mean, it's not to say the Reds were playing bad baseball, but their record since he has joined the club is insane. It's insane.
Also, can I take a second to complain about David Martinez? Shut up. Elly De La Cruz is the most exciting part of professional baseball, not named Shohei Ohtani right now. If he wants to talk a little shit after you made him take a empty bat sensor cover off of his bat and then he hit a home run once it was put back on, let him talk shit. You made a fool of yourself. That's all.
No, that's fair. I haven't seen a bat checked in God knows how long. Yeah. Like, my God. I didn't even know that they did that sort of thing. But yeah, they definitely, I mean, if you're going to accuse me of cheating, find out that I didn't cheat, and then I still hit a home run off of you in the next. Yeah, I'm going to talk mad shit. I'm going to look
at you and I'm going to say something.
I'm going to talk mad shit.
He started the war, and then Elly ended it.
Yeah, 100%.
In a brutal, horrible, bloody, murderous fashion.
We should probably go through all of these one for 10.
Yeah, let's do that.
So people on audio know what we're talking about. Sure. So our power rankings for this week, I have the Atlanta Braves at number 1, the Tampa Bay Rays at 2, Rangers 3, Orioles 4, Reds 5, Marlins 6, Astros 7, D-backs dropping from 5th to 8th this week, and then the Dodgers at number 9 and the Phillies at 10. I feel like we should just take a moment and recognize how wild it is that the Rangers, the Orioles, the Reds, the Marlins, and the Diamondbacks are all in the top 8.
Yeah.
And we are more than halfway through the season at this point. There have been a lot of unprecedented sorts of things that have happened this year.
It's a fun season because of that, right? And I mean, especially with what the Diamondbacks are doing, the Diamondbacks are part of this group of teams that shouldn't be doing what they're doing as early as they are. But who knows? I mean, the Diamondbacks have also, we've talked a lot about the Diamondbacks overachieving, right? And so there's going to be a lot of people. We've seen them tonight in the chat of being like, see, I told you this team was a 500 team. See, I told you that, the Diamondbacks definitely might come back down to earth. We have kind of been saying it for months where we said, the Diamondbacks needed to take care of business during the part of the year when they could because the other months, the other part of their schedule is stacked. And so far, that's all the Diamondbacks have really done. They've taken care of business during the time when their schedule was light and they were facing some opponents that weren't playoff contenders, that weren't, leading their division. Now that they've faced quite a few of those teams, we've seen them falter. We've seen them not be able to pass that test of being able to beat the teams so far, like the Braves, like the Phillies, things like that. So that's still how far the Diamondbacks have to go. They could win a lot of games, but it still doesn't make them contenders for the championship.
That's what I've kept saying. And we were talking about it a little bit earlier when we were talking about the deadline. The reality is what they've done over the last handful of games, over the last 12 games, as Jesse would like to put. It doesn't change anything for me. We knew what the problems were. We knew that they needed more pitching help.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that just became even more obvious. But we knew what it was. And I had said even when they were playing well, they clearly were not They clearly were not the Braves and I mean the Rays haven't even been as good as the Rays were at the beginning of the season. But still they're still the Rays.
But even they were vastly outperforming what people thought that they were going to be this year.
This team was always overperforming. This team was never going to take the leap from being, maybe they're a playoff team to all of a sudden being a legitimate contender without making any real moves.
That's what it is.
So they are going to have to make trades at the deadline again if they think that they can actually be a World Series contender.